How old are you? If you're a guy over 35, hearing those 4 words from a younger woman can feel terrifying. She's done the math and she realized you're too old for her and she's about to reject you. But is that actually true? Or could it be a test that most older guys completely fail because they let that fear get in the way before they even open their mouth? It's not just that one moment. It's the thought that has been getting louder in your mind every day, that internal voice that you've missed your window. Young women aren't even on the table for you anymore. And you're gonna be stuck with dating apps and single moms who are just like worn out forever for the rest of your life. And that can be frustrating. Look, I coach guys in their late 30s, 40s, 50s every single week. And I'll tell you straight, most of what you believe about your age is wrong. It's simply a thing you make up in your mind. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to solve this. And we're gonna mainly look at 3 things. The first is the psychology. Why women actually prefer older guys, but also the mistakes that older guys make that keeps them, not dating younger women. Then I wanna talk about a word-for-word answer to give her when she kind of puts you on the spot about your older age. What are you gonna say? And then finally, I'll talk about the biggest danger for older men. If you are staying unaware of that, most guys are completely blind to it. There is a genuine chance you're gonna stay stuck forever, right? I'm not joking. I have a client, his name is Andrew, 53 years old. He faced this exact issue in his adult life, and I wanna share his story later, how he transformed and is now meeting women with over 20 years age difference around the world, going on dates despite his age. So let's go into it. Part 1, dating as an older guy. The good news first, whether you are in your 20s, 30s, 50s, you can have the same level of success when you approach women. Actually, and this might sound counterintuitive for some of you, most men start to peak way later, mid 30s or even early 40s. And that's totally okay, that's totally normal. Because this is when, if you've done things right, you've built yourself as a man. You're financially independent, you know your purpose, you've actually got something to offer, and overall, you're just way more relaxed about yourself. And it's no mystery that girls like older men. The proof is everywhere, especially if you go more east or in a more, feminine countries, Latin America, Eastern Europe. And you might have seen proof already in high school, that cute girl that everyone had a crush on, she was probably into older guys. Younger girls these days, if she's 21, 23, she's not gonna date a guy who's 21, 23. It's the same in the media. Celebrities, in movies, it's everywhere. And it's kind of like the stigma it's been going down for a couple of years. And the reason a hot 23-year-old might be sexually attracted to a guy who is 10, 20 years older, it's pretty simple, honestly. It comes down to the fact that he's more mature, more open-minded, more experienced, not only in life, but also sexually, than anyone else she knows in her age bracket. And with him, she can feel safe, she doesn't feel judged, she can let go, she can explore parts of herself that she can't explore with a 25-year-old. Who's still figuring things out and is shaky. Very important, she cannot manipulate a guy in his 40s. He's way more secure in himself. He doesn't get triggered, which makes her, again, more relaxed around him because she can trust his judgment, his leadership. But, and this is a big but, this only applies if you've actually taken care of yourself over the years. If you're a cool, attractive person to be around. And here's the truth that most older men just won't admit to themselves or are completely blind to. It's probably not your age. It's your game and it's the way you come across. You might be old and you look unattractive. You might be not groomed. You might have a bad haircut. You might be out of shape and you might dress like it's 2004. So these men, they have been married to their work for 20 years. Their social circle is still the same 3 friends from uni. And yeah, maybe you're successful, but she doesn't care about your job title if on every other metric you're out of touch with reality. I had a coaching client last week in this category. Successful accountant, makes good money, mid 40s, but he got really frustrated that younger women would never give him their number. And I had to be honest with him. I'm like, bro, they don't want to see you again because you look exactly like a boring 40-something accountant. There's no story for them to hold on to that is exciting for them. That's why with him, with all, like I do with all the students, but we really had to start the transformation coaching with fixing his style first above everything, by finding a masculine archetype that women actually resonate with. Because it's not just about wearing certain pieces, having nice clothes, whatever that means. It's about finding an archetype that says something about who you are, that creates a story that she can get excited about. I was teaching a workshop in Europe with a client in his 50s, and before he came, he hired a personal stylist. And the stylist made him look like, I'm not joking, real story, an old dad who goes hiking with his daughters. Like, the clothes were technically fine, the right color palette, they were fitting, but what was the story? That he's boring. So here's the metaphor I want you to remember. And I know, might sound a little ridiculous, but stick with me here. Be the male version of a hot MILF. What does it mean? Think about it. When you were younger, you fantasized about older women. You might have, maybe not. What was the fantasy about? It was their charm, the fact that they're still so attractive despite their age. They had something going on for them that younger women just didn't have. You know, this experience, that the way they handled life, that confidence around them, that was sexy. And that's exactly what the young woman craves in you. And honestly, it's not that hard. Like, be reasonably in shape, dress for the times, it's 2026, be interested, curious, and not weird to hang out with. Sounds simple, but most guys just don't get that. And that's why they don't get any results. If you actually have somebody who can pull you up, give you honest feedback, you will get results with young women way better than dudes in their 20s. Which brings us to point number 2. Part 2, what to say when she asks your age. So let's say you've nailed the presentation, you've overcome your mental excuses, you found the courage to walk up to her, conversation is going well, suddenly she's like,
by the way, how old are you?
Now at this point, I want you to understand something. The reason she's asking is because she's testing you. Sure, there's a small percentage of women who genuinely want to know so they can decide whether to go on a date with you, but it's usually very situational or a small part, right? Maybe she's very religious, or it depends on the culture she grew up in. So that's stuff you can't control. I mean, you could move countries. There's countries where it's more accepted, the age gap. But yeah, that's a small part. In most cases though, she's asking because she wants to see how will you handle that pressure? How will you deal with the question? That's the real answer here. Even if a lot of women would love to date and sleep with a guy who is 10, 20 years older, it still feels a little bit forbidden, a little taboo. What she really wants to know is, do you have your shit together? That you can keep your cool, that you handle it, that it's not a big deal for you, that you don't get insecure, that you owning it, and that she can trust you to lead. And this is exactly where a lot of guys just mess it up, because they think she's about to reject them. They get defensive, even though it's actually a good sign. She's interested in you. You either like panic, and then that basically tells her enough that you're old and not mature. So how do we handle it? The first one is a little more indirect. I recommend it if she seems very shy, or if she's the kind of girl where you have to ease into it. You just ask her back, how old do you think I am? And then based on what she's guessing, you say that a little older, right? So if she says, I don't know, 40, you say, oh yeah, 42. And you don't actually give her the real number yet. Let me explain. In my experience, most girls are completely satisfied with this and they don't bring it up again. But I want you to be honest. I don't want you to be manipulative. I don't want you to be lying. But if she's young and worried, lying in the beginning can be okay. We're not going to do it forever. You're going to clarify it later. You can explain her, oh, I was worried that, you know, if I tell you my real age, you would just walk away. You can be vulnerable in that moment, because really what we're doing here is you helping her to get to know your full self, not just that one number, which is your age. If you cut off the seduction so early and she runs away because of the age, well, you're ruining a potential romance. Because I've seen it hundreds of times. Once the girl likes you, she respects you, she gets to know you on this personal level, and then you drop the real age, she's like, oh, that's all right. You know, she's not going to be shocked and running away then. So don't mess it up early. The second method is a bit more ballsy, kind of my favorite. It's just way more direct, which is you just own it. You say something like, I'm 42. You think you can handle that? If you deliver it in this assurance, you know, feeling sure about yourself, and she gets that energy from you, and you communicate that through eye contact and body language, it is a massive win. It's so much more clear, because now you've kind of flipped the whole frame. She's not testing you anymore. She's the one who has to prove if she can handle it. That can be fun, playful. It's a great dynamic where she's actively trying to show you that she's mature enough. She might now prove to you, oh, I'm not just some stupid 24-year-old. Actually, I know a lot about life, And I'm speaking from experience here because I have clients, like I mentioned in the beginning, who are in their 40s, 50s, and they're using this method. Sure, some women won't continue, but the ones who do, they're now even way more attracted to you. So let's talk in part 3 about Andrew's story. Andrew joined the 4-month mentoring program, the social transformation program, at the age of 53. He lives in the US on the East Coast. He's a business owner, but after a long-term relationship, he found himself back in the dating world with no plan, right? He was dating one girl for 18 years, so he hasn't been out there active for 18 years. And by then, all his friends were married, they had kids, so he thought he would just be stuck forever and kind of has no chance. But somewhere in the back of his mind, he knew there had to be a better way. And when I started working with him, I quickly realized the problem was actually bigger than I thought with him, because he also had massive approach anxiety. He never had to approach in his life. On top of that was his age and the insecurity about that. So he would talk himself out of approaches with the classic excuses for older guys. Oh, Alex, in my city, all the younger women, they hate older guys. Or Alex, she's gonna think I'm like some old zombie, right? Or her dad. The path I took with him is the same path I do with every client in this situation. And you might need to hear this. Even if you think that your situation is unique and is particularly difficult, I've probably coached 10, 20, 30 other guys who are very much in the same situation as you. Also with him, we worked on his presentation. If you paid attention to the part 1, you know what I'm talking about, style, archetype, the whole package. And then this is the most important part for Andrew here. We started fixing the beliefs, which I do with all my clients because everyone has some beliefs that are holding them back. And we applied reframes. I'm older. I'm cool. She probably hasn't met someone who's as experienced as I am. She probably hasn't met someone who can give her that level of mentorship and understanding that I can. She probably hasn't met someone who is that grounded, balanced, secure in himself, professionally appreciated as an entrepreneur. So going in with that attitude and not the, oh, I'm an old, sad person, like it just secures you way, way, way better results from the get-go. It's all about the energy that you go into with this. And sometimes it can sound a little delusional or ballsy, but that's the point. It kills that self-judgment that comes up so early in an interaction. And once he actually internalized these new beliefs, was learning to ignore that inner voice, he was actually able to go out and approach. And then a few weeks into the coaching, he found the snowball effect, the courage, and he was approaching more. Now he was approaching younger women, and boom, there we go. He had a date, he got intimate with a woman who was literally 28 years younger than him. She was 25. And since then, he's been working a lot, traveling, and approaches every time he's on a business trip, and he's meeting women around the world in their 20s and 30s. And I'm sharing this with you because he's the ultimate proof that age doesn't matter as much, right? It's a part, but it's a small part that we can work with. It's kind of on you how serious you want to take this. Do you want to, listen to that small voice in your head all the time that shuts you down? Or you want to get a proper mentor, you want to get real feedback, you want to do something about your situation, you want to improve your style, you want to show up in the world in the best possible version of yourself, you want to choose that path, well, then go for it, right? If not, then not. I can't help you then. Because there's really no reason to not getting results other than you getting stuck in your own head. And if you have neglected this area in your life for years and decades, I want to give you hope. But again, honestly, if you're an older guy, your current social circle won't be able to give you the advice that you need. That's super important. They give you bad fashion advice. They're stuck in old belief structures as well. And secretly, they don't want you to change because it would probably shine a negative light on their lack of action and it would hurt their ego. When was the last time a friend of yours gave you actually good advice, like something that you can take, go out with, and that will actually change your life, especially when it comes to transformation, dating, seduction? Like, here's a thought experiment. Let's say you do figure it out. Let's say you do get your shit together. You change your fashion. You gain confidence. You start attracting young women, taking them on dates, and you're sharing the stories with a friend, how you took that 27-year-old hottie on a date and then you passionately made out with her. And you talk to a friend and you share that story with him. And he's like same age as you. Would he support you? Would he light up? Or would he judge you? Would he dismiss it a little bit? If he reacts in any other way than amazement and support, imagine what that energy, having that energy around you actually does to your subconscious on a regular basis and what it might have done over years and decades. So if you feel this applies to you, there's a way to break out of this. Immerse yourself in an environment that supports your transformation and not an environment that actively or passively blocks your transformation. I know it can be confusing and scary to do this on your own. You can watch as many videos as you want, but the real thing is, going out and approaching women. So that's why if this video and Andrew's story maybe inspires you or makes you uncomfortable, I invite you to apply for the Social Transformation Program. It's my 4-month training where we work with you remotely. We take you by the hand, we go out with you, we listen to your approaches live or the recordings of your approaches. We give you live lectures every week with me and my team, multiple classroom setting, Q&A sessions, delivering structures, delivering content, giving you an accountability system that you can stick to, checking if you reach your goals, checking if you follow the process, really being there with you, and giving you access to 150 guys in our community. By now, I think it's almost 200 people who are going to keep you accountable, who are going to become your wingman, who push you, who give you the right type of energy that you need. And because this is such an important part, we start off the 4 months with a style consultation. We're going to nail your masculine archetype from day one. That way, the women you're going to approach, and my goal for you is that you do about 250 approaches in those 4 months, by the way, that they have a good first impression, that you go out, you get good reactions, you get numbers, you go on dates, and then we work from there. That's just how I've been doing this with my clients for over 2 years. And I've been coaching since 2018. If that sounds like something you need, check the link below. Apply. The next classroom starts June 1st. So this is when we kick it off for the next iteration of the SDP program. And if you're unsure, then all you gotta do now is, just book a free call, talk to us. It's free. We're gonna analyze your specific situation, create an action plan and see, hey, does that work? You and me. And if not, no big deal. So yeah, I hope that inspires you. There's hope. If you are in that age bracket, I've seen it over and over and over again with my clients. I hope I could share some insight here, and I'll see you in the next one. Go out, you're one approach away from something magical coming into your life. I really believe that. Peace out. See you.